Hey guys, welcome to part 1 of my meme coin trading course. Throughout this course, I'll be using BullX, which I consider the top platform for trading meme coins. BullX supports multiple chains like Solana, Ethereum, Binance, Base, Blast, and Arbitrum, which means you can trade meme coins on a bunch of different networks without having to have an account with a bunch of different platforms. The platform is still in early access, but you can skip the waitlist and save 10% on fees by using the link in the video description. After making an account, you'll want to add some funds. To do this, navigate to the menu on the left and select Wallet Manager. Choose your crypto. I mostly trade on Solana, so I'll select Solana. Click Add Funds to see the wallet address for your selected crypto. After you send your tokens to the wallet address shown, they will be reflected in your account. If you want to save your wallet's private key, you must do this within 48 hours of making the wallet. Click the yellow symbol to access your private key and store it securely in case you need to recover the wallet at a future date. Next, we are going to select chains from the menu. I'm going to select Solana. Now, BullX will only show me tokens made on the Solana network. Now, from the menu, we are going to select new pairs. This will show us all of the new tokens being made on Solana in real time. We can apply filters here at the top. I'll leave this as default for now, but I will talk more about how to use these filters in part 3 of this course. At the top, we can also see this box that says buy. If we enter an amount here, say $100, we can see that the quick buy feature for all tokens is now set to $100. If we select quick buy for any token, it will send a buy transaction and we will enter a trade. I don't really use this feature that much because I like to look at tokens in more detail before deciding if I want to enter a trade. Clicking on a token's name will open the chart and also display a bunch of useful information about the token. The first thing I like to do is click on this audit section. This is essentially an overview showing if the token is safe to trade. I'll talk more about this in part 3 of the course. On the right-hand side here is where we can actually buy and sell the token. We can choose from market or limit order types. Market order will purchase the token at the currently best available price. Limit order will only make the trade if the token hits your desired price. In this section, we can also see settings for fees. If we click on one of these fees, we will see a more detailed menu. The buy priority fee influences transaction speed. I have mine set to 0.01 as I usually trade with 1 Solana per trade. If you are trading with lower amounts, you may want to consider decreasing this fee, but it does mean your transactions will be slower. Slippage is the difference between the expected price of a trade and the actual price at which the trade is executed. I have this set to 10%. This means if I make a trade, I may receive 10% more or 10% less than the amount of tokens I was expecting to get. Having your slippage set lower means the amount of tokens you receive will be closer to what is expected, but it also means your chances of a successful transaction are lower. MEV protection should always be enabled as this protects you from MEV attacks. This is essentially when a bot observes and exploits pending transactions for financial gain, potentially resulting in unfavorable outcomes for users like increased transaction costs or losses. The buy bribe is optional, but I have mine set to 0.01. This helps with transaction speeds and security. These settings can all be changed for both buys and sells, but I recommend just using the same settings for both. You can always change the settings later as you get more experience. Now, if we look below the chart, we can see a few different tabs here. Orders shows all orders for the token. Trades lists all trades on the coin. Holders shows every wallet holding the token and how much they have. Top traders shows the most profitable traders on the token. Positions shows your holdings and profit or loss, and history shows the trades you have made on the token. The information in these tabs is super useful when researching whether or not a token could be profitable. I'll talk about how to use this information in detail in part 3 of this course, but for now we just want to focus on understanding how the platform works. Next, we will take a look at the Pump Vision section of this site. This section is specifically for pump fund tokens. We can see newly created tokens, tokens that are about to migrate to Radium, and tokens that have recently migrated to Radium. Again, we have filters for all 3 sections. I like to use this section of the site to find tokens that are about to migrate to Radium. Then I'll join the Telegram for the token to see what the marketing plans are and to also assess the overall sentiment of the current community. If I think the token could be profitable, I like to wait for a dip. This is pretty common as early buyers like to take profits after the token migrates to Radium. I'll talk more about how to research tokens and show this full strategy in action in part 3 of this course. The Token Explorer shows us what's trending. We can also see top gainers and top losers. This can help us assess what the current meta is. This essentially means what kind of coins are doing well right now. The meta is constantly changing. It could be anything. Sometimes it's cats, for example. The Token Explorer is a great tool to help find the meta and buy into tokens early before they get popular. There's also a section for automations. This will let you automate your trading. This isn't really for beginners, but I will cover it later in the course. The portfolio section of the site shows a detailed overview of all of your trading activity on BullX. This makes it easy to find specific trades versus having to hunt through a bunch of transactions on SolScan. That's everything for part 1 of the course. In part 2, I'll be sharing what I call my trusted callers spreadsheet. This tracks recommended trades from a bunch of callers in the Solana space that have a good track record. The spreadsheet allows you to see their average return per call, making it possible to see which callers are performing the best. This essentially lets you find profitable tokens without having to do any research. I'll be setting up a Telegram channel where all the calls are posted alongside the current stats for the person calling the token. In part 3, we will talk about how to do your own research on tokens, and we will go through a few trading strategies that you can use to trade tokens that you find through your own research. I'm new here on YouTube, so if you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel. All of my YouTube content is 100% free, and I have a lot more videos on the way. If you have any other questions about BullX or just meme coins in general, you can talk to me in my Telegram group. I'm hoping to build up a nice community on Telegram so we can all share our token research with each other and all win together. The link for the Telegram is in the video description.